Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brenton Brown from Forza Tuning and Performance. And we got the Dream giveaway car done. Boomer's here to pick it up. We're gonna take it out on the road, see what he thinks about it.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, first impression on this car, it is absolutely stunning. You know what, we're gonna show you under the hood here in a minute, but let me tell you, this thing is over the top. We've done a lot of we've done several Hellcats in the last few years.
Yeah.
And by far, the most impressive Hellcat that we've done. You guys did such an amazing job on this car.
I love the look of it.
I cannot wait to get in and drive this car.
Let's take it out. We're gonna go out on the back road. I'm gonna drive it first, and we're gonna put Boomer in the driver's seat and see what he thinks of the car.
This is our 2020 Hellcat Dream giveaway, and of course this is a 2020 Charger Hellcat. Comes out stock at 707 horsepower, and you know, we did a few things to this car before we turned it over to the guys at Forza to do all the motor upgrades on it. So it's got an APR front splitter, it's got a full underbody light kit, it's got an engine light kit, it's got a carbon fiber rear spoiler on it, still waiting on the delivery of a carbon fiber rear diffuser. But there's a lot of other little custom touches on this thing. We sent it up to ACC, the guys at American Carcraft, and they did a few engine component pieces. They did like the door sills, some stuff that go on the door. You've also got all the custom trim in here. These all come in white trim on all your seats. That was all done in orange. So just lots and lots of little touches. This is a Mr. Norm's Hurst pistol grip shifter that we've got in it. So there's a lot into this car. And then of course, once we got it to you guys at Forza Tune, then you put the Stage 4 kit in it, the 4R kit in it. And now this thing is 1,000 horsepower and it is just badass. I mean,
where do people go to enter to win this? That's a super commonly asked question that we get.
Sure, yeah. On this car and any of the cars that we give away at Dream Giveaway, go to www.dreamgiveaway.com. You'll see the listing of all the cars. Tickets are $3 a piece. So you can enter as many times as you want, as much as you want, as often as you want. And when you make a donation to win this car, that money goes straight to charity. Our overarching charity is New Beginnings Children's Home. So they control the other 7 charities, the money that goes out to them. So when you make a donation to win one of these cars, it goes straight into charity. We never see it. In fact, we don't see it until the end of a campaign when everything is all over. So, I mean, you're gonna win just a badass car, and you're helping out now 8 great charities.
That's really good. How long have you all been doing this?
We've been giving away cars since 2008. Started giving away 2 Corvettes a year, and in the first year or so, that's really what we did, is we gave away a pair of Corvettes. And then it started to kind of expand to that to a pair of Mustangs, and then we got into a new muscle car and a classic car. And then from there, it kind of expanded on into where we give away single cars now, both cars like this, this badass Hellcat, and classic cars. I mean, right now we've got a 66 Corvette 427 4-speed convertible that's running, and it's the first time we've ever done a Corvette on its own, a classic Corvette. But it's a beautiful car, all restored to NOS. And like the day it rolled off the showroom.
And we're gonna actually go over to your all's facility and take a look at these cars.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. I saw you all just gave away a new Wrangler, correct?
We are about to give away.
Okay.
Yeah, the show and tow is the next one that gives away. It is a 2019 Dodge Power Wagon, fully loaded. That's been customized as well. It's got Fab 4 bumpers. It's got light kits. It's got custom wheels. It's got a lift on it. It's got a 12,000-pound winch in it. It's got Tuffy boxes in it. Just a really cool truck. And of course, that's paired with a 1970 CUDA AAR, one of only 2,700 that were ever produced. Plus, you get a 19-foot aluminum drop trailer that goes with it, and we pay the taxes on it. And then Eastwood's going to throw in, I think, a $10,000 gift card. So, yeah, that's it. It's one heck of a package.
So when somebody wins a car from you all cover the taxes on the car?
We do.
Okay.
And depending on how much the value of the vehicle or vehicles are, we'll pay enough money to cover the taxes on those vehicles. So you don't have to.
Yeah, a lot of people I don't think realize that. When you win something, whether it be a car or money from like a giveaway or lottery, you still have to pay the taxes on the money that you win. So when you win something from them, they're actually not only giving you the car on top of giving the money to charity, but they're also covering the taxes on the car. So you literally get the car free and clear.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, if you won 2 Corvettes or 2 Mustangs or like the 2 Shelbys we have running now, that you don't have to sell one car to keep one car.
Right.
You know, so that really works out well. Literally, in the end, the only thing you really have to pay is get the car or cars back to wherever you live,
right,
and pay your registration.
Yeah.
And there you go. It's all yours.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's literally no strings attached. Which you'd have to pay shipping on a car if it was out of state, whether you bought it from the car lot or not. They're going to tack it onto the fee.
Yeah.
So it's no different than buying a car anywhere. You're never going to get out of those fees. And obviously registration, nobody can get out of that.
Yeah.
You ready whenever? All right, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the sound of this thing is unbelievable.
That supercharger whine is crazy.
Ooh. And it pulls straight through the red line.
So how about I pull over here and let you drive it.
All right, sounds good.
You can see exactly what you think of it.
That was 100 miles an hour right there. Oh, this thing is unbelievable.
I think whoever wins is going to get a super impressive car. I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I've said it before. I mean, we've done a number of these cars. I mean, we did the 1,200 horsepower Challenger last year, which a nice gentleman in Louisiana won that car, and he's still driving it. But man, the power on this is just so smooth. Lays down so easily.
Is that the white one somebody
Yeah, that was that white red eye we did last year, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shifts are amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait for somebody to win this and drive it the first time.
Oh yeah, whoever wins this car is going to be one lucky son of a gun. They are, I mean, not only is this thing super fast, and it's put together so well.
It's totally drivable. You could drive this every day easily.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of what it feels like. Is you know, if you don't have your foot smacked in the bottom of the
you
pan,
never even know.
You know, it drives like a normal car. Of course, you put it in track mode, and it's going to drive like a track car, which is really, really cool.
Right. I love the way they did the heads-up display as far as the adjustability that you can have. You can put this in street mode, and it's the most calm, collective. You know, shifts. You don't even feel the shifts. You know, you put it in 500 horsepower mode. Literally, you could have your wife drive this, whatever. Yeah. And then with a push of a button, you can turn this into a violent track type car. You know.
Oh yeah. Amazing how the I guess the portability of this car, from like what you were just saying, you know, from the 500 horsepower all the way up to the 1,000, how you can dial that in, you know, for just what it is that you want to do. Because I mean, you and I have both driven cars where you get in it, you crank it up, and it's a monster. It's a 1,000, it's 1,200, it's 1,400 horsepower. But it's always that.
Yes.
So when from the time you crank it up until you try to pull it out of your driveway, you know, it's always violent. It's always on. This car is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a 21st century car in that fact that you can dial it down. You can drive it to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally, you know, let your teenage son or daughter drive this car.
We get asked all the time, you know, what package is good for daily driving? I'm like, all of them.
Yep.
They're, you know, one's not any better or worse than the others. So I first met Boomer when they actually stopped by the shop one day. They had the Challenger red-eye car that had a running problem. So they had some stuff done to it. They had a Magnuson supercharger. The car was totally done up. And so that's originally, he came to the shop to see if we could get it running correctly. And so we did, and we went to, where was that, Gainesville?
We went to Gainesville with Don Garlits, yeah.
Yeah, and he ran the car, and from there they decided this Widebody Charger was released, which was a very sought-after car. A lot of people wanted the Widebody and the Charger, so they were going to do that and for a dream giveaway car. And so they wanted to take it to the next level and do an entire package on the car. So we said, sure, you know, I think it'd be great. We've done it before for several other places. So I think it just adds to how special the car is that somebody's going to get. It's not anything that you could go buy anywhere.
No.
It's truly a unique car that's incredibly fast. So whoever wins, it's just, you know, I can't imagine winning a car like this for a $3 chance.
Oh yeah, I mean,
know.
people do call us all the time, and they're like, "Hey, can you build me that car?" I probably got at least a dozen requests on the white red eye.
Yeah.
Can you build me this car? And the answer is no. I can't. I cannot reproduce the car for you.
Yeah.
I can tell you what's in the car, and then you can, you know, choke on your wallet when you find out how much money we actually put into these cars.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, on top of your base car, I mean, holy cow, I mean, you know, we got some of these cars that we've got, and if you went out and bought the carbon fiber, just the carbon fiber kits that are on the car, you're in carbon fiber for another 15 or 20 grand.
Yeah.
You know, and of course this one, you come to, you know, you guys at Forza and go, I want 1,000 horsepower, I want a stage 4R kit.
Yeah.
Depending on the car. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
On top of the car, and then on top of all the other mods that we get done, and the time that's spent doing all of this, I mean, this car easily. I mean, if this car is easily, we're already at like 130 grand easily on this car.
A lot of the cars, you know, people ask about the Demon Hawk and stuff, and there's a lot of money in that car. You know, you just look at it and you can't tell, but when you start laying out a list of all the cosmetic and aesthetic features of the car, the performance stuff that you don't see, there's a lot of money in these cars.
Oh yeah, and you know, and the thing is, you know, I want people to appreciate the cars. And I think most of our customers do really appreciate what they are. But the other thing I want them to understand is when you see us working on the cars, and they see you working on them, when they see me working on them in the shop, you know, and you know the video goes by really quick, or you watch these videos on TV where you got, you know, somebody building a supercharger on a car, and you know it lasts a half an hour and it's done. Yeah. You know, in real life, that's not the way it works. No. You know, it takes hundreds and hundreds of hours to put together a car like this. You know, from the striping to pulling the front end off to pulling the whole undercarriage out. I mean, you guys dropped the suspension on this car to put, you know, the lowering springs on, and it got. Okay, come on over. It got all kinds of neat stuff. Because, I mean, you did more than that on the suspension, because I know it got lowering springs. Oh, yeah, we did all the control arms in the back. I did differential braces for the front and the back half of the case. Yep. Drive shaft, headers, high flow cats. Pinned the crankshaft, you know, modified the timing cover. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. The supercharger itself had the entire case. Jokers did a phenomenal job. Totally redoing the case. When you all see pictures of it, it's been sandblasted. That's actually a Cerakote and powder coat process to get the black and the orange to mix that way. It took probably 2 or 3 weeks just to do the coating on the supercharger alone. So watching the videos, we edit it so it stays interesting. It goes by pretty fast, and the guys do a phenomenal job at that. But
if you actually saw that in real life, that'd be the most drawn out, boring video.
Oh yeah, nobody really wants to watch 8 hours of a supercharger swap. I mean, that's just popping the blower off and putting a new one on.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, all you folks out there, and I know some of you do a lot of your own work, and you've done this before, and you know what it takes. But for those who are not super handy on a car, there's a lot of work that goes into these cars. There's a lot of time and effort, in doing the planning, and then when the planning comes together, and then as always, not everything fits right, and you'll get brand new parts that don't work.
Right.
And you got to turn around and swap those out, or you're planning on doing A, B, and C, and you got through A to B, and you're getting to C, and then all of a sudden C doesn't fit with B, and you got to kind of backtrack. But
the planning is another aspect of it. A lot of people don't realize, when we knock out a package, we have that package completely R&D'd and down to a T. But initially, that's not the case. So the time that goes into initially laying out a package and seeing what needs to be done, how it needs to be, what approach needs to be taken, there's a lot of time invested in that initial process that really nobody ever sees. They just see the end of that. Same thing goes with all the cosmetic stuff of this car. You don't just randomly go through a catalog and just start ordering shit, or you got some gaudy piece of shit looking car.
Oh yeah.
It takes a lot of time to plan out the overall look, renderings, and then execute, get these pieces made. A lot of the stuff that they put on these cars, they're not even out yet.
Oh yeah.
So they're actually being developed on this car for units that they'll later sell.
Yeah, that's a great point, because when we got this car, I mean, it was one of the first 2020 wide bodies that was at the streets. And our relationship with Dodge allows us to do things like that. But there was not a single aftermarket piece available for this car. We called the guys at APR, and Casey and his guys were like, tell you what, send me a drawing, a tracing of the front spoiler or front splitter that's on the car now, just the front end. He says, and we'll build you a carbon fiber splitter for the car. And I was like, cool. So had one of the guys in the shop help me. We held up a couple pieces of cardboard. We traced it all out, literally packed it up into an envelope and mailed it to the guys at APR.
Yeah.
And about a month later, they sent me back a full carbon fiber splitter for this thing, and it fit perfectly. But one of the things was they'd never installed one on one of these. So what I did for them was I did a whole thing on how I installed it, wrote it all down, sent it back to them. So they've got ready-made instructions now to send to everybody else on how to install one of these APR carbon fiber splitters.
Okay, so we are over at the Dream Giveaway Garage. This is the first time that I've actually ever been here, so I'm excited to see this. So we're going to Boomer's going to show us inside, give us a little tour. So let's see what it looks like.
All right.
Wow, this place is incredible.
Oh, thank you very much. It's glad to finally get you. Nice to finally get you over here, and we wanted to have you over here for quite a while. So
are those the Hoosier slicks off the Red Eye?
Yeah, those are the ones off the Red Eye.
Are they?
We went racing with Don Garlits.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Did they ever start making those tires?
That I don't know. I believe they did.
Okay.
Yeah, we gave them a lot of feedback on those.
Yeah.
They worked out really well.
Yeah, they did.
You remember how well those things hooked up?
Yeah, I do. I was totally impressed. That small of a sidewall. So these are the Corvettes you're all giving away, I guess?
These are the Corvettes. Say what? Let's start up front here.
Okay.
We'll work our way back. It kind of makes it easier. We've got about a little over 19,000 square foot of garage space now, which is about double what we used to have in our old shop.
Okay.
So it gives us the ability to really have a place for me to work in the back,
right,
and for us to display. I mean, these gorgeous cars. I mean, this is the next set that's going to go. This is the 70 AAR CUDA, and it is a real numbers matching CUDA.
Is it?
It has had some engine mods done to it. It's got a Mallory ignition. It's got long tube headers. It's got the carbs have been changed, but it is a 346 pack car.
I love that hood.
We've got the original parts for this car. They're sitting in boxes in the back. So and it is paired with this beautiful 2019 Dodge Power Wagon. This is a one-of-a-kind Power Wagon. It's got a one-off hood on it that was built just to match the CUDA hood.
Was it?
It's
Okay.
got Fab Force bumpers front and rear. Retains the 12,000-pound winch inside the bumper. A lot of that was custom work. You've got the lights, you've got rims, tires. You've got Tuffy boxes in this thing that are really, really cool. You've got a light kit on it. It's, I mean, just a great set. And in addition to the two vehicles, because you get both vehicles, it comes with a 19-foot aluminum drop trailer, and we pay the taxes on all of it. So whoever wins
you could win this, put that car on the trailer,
and drive it home.
Drive it home.
Yes.
Taxes paid.
Yep. Sure enough.
That's incredible.
And these are going to give away. These go to the end of the month. So around the end of the month, it'll be the end of show and tow. So
okay.
Next, we've got the, of course, what we're really kind of known for is our pair of Corvettes. This is a 1961 Resto Mod. Really cool little car. It is sitting on an Art Morrison chassis with an LS3 motor.
Wow.
A little 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. It's got coilovers all the way around. It's got a Ford 9-inch in the rear, 373 gear, but amazing, amazing little car.
So look at the hood on this.
Yeah, it's got the ZR1 hood on it.
How crazy is
Now,
that?
this one I actually put a one-touch hood on it. So basically, you press one button and the hood comes up by itself, and it goes down the same way. So it's, you know, it's kind of a car show, you know, cool factor of 11 when you drive up to a car show, hit the button, get out of the car, watch your hood go up and walk away. This one also does have a Holley Sniper fuel injection system on it. This car's making 450, 460, somewhere around in there. Nice driving little car, really cool.
I love the ZR1 hood on this.
Oh yeah, that's a really neat piece of this. Custom badging with the cross flags with the American flag in it. Doesn't get any better than that. And if you go back history-wise, if you remember, this is the way Chevy wanted to do the Corvette emblems. Is they wanted the checker flag, they wanted the American flag, but back then, in '56, or was it 52? 52.
Yeah.
You could not use the American flag on a brand of something. So that's when they switched over to the
traditional flag.
The traditional flag. Yeah. So cool little piece.
So this is a pair.
This is a pair. So this is the brand new 2020 C8, and this is a 3LT Z51 car. It has everything on it. It's got the carbon fiber pack on it. So it's got a carbon fiber front splitter. It's got the carbon fiber side skirts. It's got carbon fiber that goes on the inside. This is the mid-engine car. This is a very, very cool car. It is so much fun to drive.
This is absolutely beautiful color.
Oh yeah, the red with the red and black interior. It's got the GT2 seats in it. Of course, it is a 10-speed automatic, dual clutch automatic, or 8-speed dual clutch automatic.
So this is fully loaded.
Yes, this is everything that you can get on a Corvette except for the front end lift. We ordered this car so early in the process that they would not give you the front end lift with the Z51. And then about 3 or 4 months later, they started letting you do that. But that was it. So yeah, I mean, this car, is option, like I said, option out of that as far as you can get it. I mean, this is a $96,000 and change car. And while you can buy a Corvette for $59,995 or $99,
not like this.
You're not going to get a 3LT Z51 car in this thing. I tell you what, for a 495 horsepower car, unbelievable to drive. It's the second fastest car in the garage behind the Tesla, believe it or not.
Yeah.
From 0 to 60.
I've driven a couple of them. I'm totally impressed with them.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of people kind of knock the mid-engine. I think it's a phenomenal
Super
idea.
Well done. Very balanced. Very fast.
Yes.
Especially off the line.
Yeah.
This is our Black Mountain Jeep. You can see we've already transferred the I-1 tag over to it.
Okay. So somebody won this.
Contest ended on this right towards the end of August. Actually, about a week ago.
Okay.
And we'll draw the winner for this on the 10th of September. And I mean, this is a Stage 3 Black Mountain Jeep from Dennis Collins Brothers Jeep.
Yeah.
And it's got a 4-inch lift. It's got custom black mountain bumpers. These are one-off fenders. These were the prototype fenders he made for these Jeeps.
Yeah.
It's got the light bars. It's got a custom interior. It's got an 8,000-pound winch in it. I mean, you name it. It's got custom steps on it. And we also put a Super Chips Pulsar engine management system in this, which is good for like 30 horsepower.
Right.
Really, I mean, these little what is it, 3.8?
Pentastar 3.6 or something?
Yeah, 3.6, 3.8, yeah. I mean, it really wakes this little motor up. 30 extra horsepower is huge.
This is an awesome Jeep.
All right, so while we're here, I mean, we came in this thing, but let me, so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Let me pop this open. Do you have the keys? You got the keys in your pocket? I have the keys in my pocket.
I think you got the keys in your pocket.
I have the keys in my pocket. Let's see. Yep, there they are. Oh, nope, that's not them. That would be them. So we talked about ACC a little bit. Yeah, so they did the carbon fiber front pieces for this. They did the Hellcat and the 1,000 horsepower wide body and put the lights on. But the rest of it, of course, is all really yours. Good. I tell you what, I mean, our graphics guys came up with a design for this supercharger, and hopefully, I don't know, I've never seen another one like it.
No.
And it is unbelievable. This whole package, just the way it looks with
I love the color. They all just tie in.
Intake. Oh yeah, and with all the colors match. I mean, you guys you went as far as doing like a custom little SRT badge up there in the orange. I mean, you cannot beat that. Joker's Performance did the supercharger, all the coding and stuff. We did not. He handled that. I know he had a heck of a time getting it all worked out. He probably had about 3 weeks. It's a powder coat and Cerakote process. I'm not even exactly sure how he did it, but one's powder coat, one's Cerakote, different temperature melting points or something. But it turned out phenomenal. They just gave a rendering, and he was able to duplicate it. And what's really surprising is the top of the blower is a really eggshell shape. So it's very hard to get an image on that. It's not flat at all, which I think he did a phenomenal job how it turned out. I love the color scheme of it. You know, the whole car flows together. Oh yeah. So tell you what, man, my first impression after the drive and after everything else, it runs amazing. The supercharger sound is incredible. The whole overall look of everything that went into this is just so far over the top. This is an unbelievable car. This may be the nicest car that we've ever put out from Dream Giveaway. You guys knocked it out of the park.
We're really glad you like it. We put a ton of effort into it. We're really proud of the build. Happy with the way it went. The supercharger wine, that's the leg maker cold air intake. Nothing sounds better than that. It's just incredibly aggressive sounding.
Oh yeah.
You know, so glad you like it. I really appreciate you letting us come to the shop, showing us around. It's an incredible facility. Feel very fortunate. For y'all that aren't able to come here, I suggest go to their website, take a look at this. The cars that they're giving away are phenomenal. I know pictures do not do them justice. So that's where you're going to go to enter this car. So dreamgiveaway.com, you pick the car, promo code Forza. I just want to say thank you. It's been pleasure.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure working with you guys, and I know that we're going to do this again. So
looking forward to it.
All right. Take care.